born and raised Disney, I'd like to say, kind of fourth generation. My great grandmother used to tell me stories from when I was growing up, Cinderella, Snow White, and she actually was the first person to buy us The Lion King on VHS. And it just kind of went from there. My mom used to dress me in the Disney clothing that used to come out. My first backpack when I first started going to school had Jasmine on it. And so I just had this Disney in my blood thing going on for a long time. The first outfit I kind of put together was the Beauty and the Beast outfit that I did when I went to Magic Kingdom for the first time. And when I did it then, I didn't know what it was called, but apparently dressing in Disney style or Disney character is called Disney bounding. And it was created by Leslie Kay, who basically did the same thing where she went to Disney Park and she's like, I'm Disney bound. And she wore her outfits, and it just became a thing after that called Disney bounding. And so since then, I've been kind of just feeling like, well, if I can be a Disney princess at the park, maybe I could be a Disney princess every day, or a superhero, or maybe a Star Wars character. And I kind of just started incorporating it in my outfits. I got posted on the official Disney Bound page. They actually shared me, and I was like, wow, that's so amazing. And then I started getting all these followers and all these likes, and all these people were like, oh my god, she's the bounder in hijab. And I realized that it was just me and one other person that were bounding in hijab that I could ever see. And the other girl, she's in Lebanon. And so me and her, we kind of got together. She is actually in the official Disney Bound book that was published. So I got with her and we were talking about it. She's like, yeah, man, we're the only ones. And I was like, well, let's kind of take that. Let's use that towards us. Let's see what we can do. And so I kind of put a poll out there. I was like, guys, should I change my handle? And most people love the hijabi bounder. And I was like, let's do it. And so that's where it came from. Yeah, just putting bounding and hijabi together, since apparently that's what people were saying anyways when they would see the images or when they see me shared on the Disney Bound page. So yeah. Started it and really made it kind of an important thing for me to share on Instagram or with social media was when I went to the Disney convention. It's called the D23 Expo that happens every 2 years here in California. And when I went there, I decided that one day I would dress up and actually costume. And I thought in my head, I'm like, I'm a hijabi. What's a hijabi friendly costume? And the only princess that I know that kind of wore a hijab or a headscarf was Jasmine when she was in the market. And so I decided that that's what I would go for. And so I did the whole entire thing in hijab with, tried to keep it as modest as possible. And when I went to the convention, I got so many compliments and people wanting to take pictures with me and telling me that they've never seen this before. And I was like, this is amazing. Like, the fact that people appreciate it, Muslims, non-Muslim, it doesn't matter who it was. They were like, oh, we know who you are. And that is so cool. And that you did it all in hijab. And they would say it, you're doing all of this in hijab. That's fantastic. And so I felt really encouraged, and I was like, you know what, like, I think I'm going to start doing this kind of on the regular and kind of sharing it. And it became kind of a campaign for me to be kind of out there and say that, there aren't a lot of South Asians or there aren't a lot of hijabis in pop culture in the first place. We recently got, Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, which is really awesome. We're recently starting to see hijabis in movies, like in Spider-Man Homecoming, there's the hijabi student in there. That's the beauty about Disney bounding, is it's your version of what Ariel looks like. It's your version of what Hercules looks like. It's your version of what a villain looks like. There is no right or wrong way to do it. And I wanted to make sure that I put that out there, that it's not that I'm trying to get people to do it like me, or it's not that I think my way is the best way. I think that every single person should do it their way, and that's what I'm trying to encourage, and that's what I'm trying to bring. Even when you're at the Disney parks, you got to stop to pray, and we just pray in a corner. We're not trying to stop that. And nobody's ever said anything negative. No one has ever been like, oh my God, what are they doing? Everybody respects that. And when we were at Universal Studios, we chose a corner and we prayed. I mean, it's something that you're always going to have, and something that thankfully we're always going to have. And you always think when you're always nervous, like when I'm nervous about posting something, I just trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I'm doing something and I'm not doing anything wrong. And if there's khair, if there's good in this, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will continue to encourage this and continue to make it grow.